Hi, I'm Lowell Martin, and this is MCC Today, your place for all things academic. On today's show, we have Miss Sara Smith and Miss Rhonda Smith. This is going to be a great show. You're going to learn a lot. Don't touch that dial.
All right, so you're looking to make a career decision that's crazy smart and won't break the bank. Then let's start with tuition guarantee and a home field advantage. That's Meridian Community College, and we're changing the game. We've got heavy metal drilling and saving lives. Or how about building a rover that could drive on Mars? We're more than grades in a classroom. We're your Red Bull monster shot of knowledge that will help you own that next job. This is not just the 13th year. It's the gateway to your entire career. Are you ready for more? Well, the eagle has landed. Find your wings.
And we have the wonderful Miss Sara Smith here with us again. I'm so happy that you are back.
Me too.
Now, you are the Director of Community Engagement for the Care Lodge.
Yes.
And you are also the Galactic Overlord.
Yes.
Now,
Star-Lord for short.
There you go, there you go. Now, there's a lot of stuff coming up with Care Lodge very soon. So what's happening?
So right now, as we speak, we are toward the end of our Breakaway 5K virtual race.
Okay.
So that is a wonderful way to help Care Lodge out and raise awareness and exercise a little bit. You can run, you can walk, you can win prizes for best selfie and best GPS map art. If you don't know what that is, if you have like a smartphone or something and you do a little jog, usually at the end you'll get some stats and it'll show you your route that you did, how fast you went and things like that.
Okay.
Well, the way that you get a prize is by taking a screenshot of your results and either emailing it to info@carelodge.com or by submitting that screenshot on our Facebook event page for the Breakaway 5K.
And now it's already started?
Yes, it started Sunday and it'll end midnight Saturday. So if you want to do something really cool and do like a 10 o'clock run, you can run on a treadmill, you can run at the lake, you can run down the road. Don't matter where you run, you just run. Okay,
and hopefully bring awareness to the Care Lodge.
Yes.
And now, are you earning any money off of this?
Yes, there is. If you didn't order a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, which I think is still available at carelodge.com right at the top of our homepage, you can also go in and just register without a t-shirt. It's $25 without the swag, and you can still win prizes from that. We have VIP passes for Hype, we have food, we have health products and all sorts of things that are great.
Okay. Well, I'm a big supporter of the Care Lodge. I think your mission is amazing and very important. But go over with our viewers again exactly what it is y'all do at the Care Lodge.
In a nutshell, what we do at Care Lodge is when people come to us or we are made aware of somebody who's struggling with a toxic or abusive relationship, our goal is to ask them what is their wish and help them meet that goal. Sometimes people just need someone to hear that's unbiased, their story, and help them walk through the next steps of safety planning or what options are available to help them deal with what they're experiencing in the relationship. So we can offer counseling services, emergency shelter, support, court advocacy. We've got several cases that come up in court where this is their first time ever experiencing a judge or a bailiff and things, and it can be very overwhelming and intimidating.
Yes.
So to have somebody sitting next to you and letting you know that this is normal, this part's normal, and walking you through those steps can be such a freeing feeling. Because, if you've never been to court before, you automatically think you're going to jail. I'm going to jail. We're all going to jail. We're going to die. And that's not the case. You don't have to think that way. It's going to be all right. And you've got somebody to stand by your side.
But in a lot of these relationships, there's so much guilt involved anyway that you get to court and you're like, okay, I'm getting the max of what, even though you're not up for any jail time or anything like that. You're like, I'm going away. I'm getting the max. This is all there is to it.
And you're not even the one that's on the stand for an offense, and you just have that overwhelming feeling. But the guilt that's associated with when law enforcement's involved it can be so overwhelming too. A lot of times we see in court where someone who's been a victim will say, I want the charges to be dismissed. They never even brought charges. Maybe it was the police that made the arrest on their own. I don't want this to happen because they're afraid that that person will be triggered and get angry at the victim and retaliate. And that's a normal feeling. But to have, again, an advocate there to walk you through and help you become safe, not only feeling safe emotionally and psychologically, but physically safe, not having to feel like they have to rescue the abuser. But see, the struggle right there is so difficult because somebody you have built a life around, or you have children with, or you've been married to for 20 years, it doesn't matter if you've experienced one event of domestic violence or it's been going on for years. You don't have to go through that alone.
It's Stockholm syndrome,
yes, that bonding,
magnified a million times. I don't know how many times I've heard students say, or people say, well, they didn't mean it, or or that happened and they were just really upset, or they, and taking the other side instead of saying, where you have to say to them, wait a minute, you didn't deserve that.
You didn't cause this.
You didn't cause that. That was not you. And I think it's very important sometimes to hear someone outside of the situation say, that's not normal. This is not a normal relationship. And do you ever have trouble with, trying to help people understand what a normal relationship is?
Yes, a lot of times we do. We'll come in and counsel with somebody like you and I are sitting down, and they'll tell us their situation, and I've done this for them and I've done that for them, and I've tried to help, convince them to come back home, and it's almost like they're not seeing the big picture. And we'll stop them. We'll say, well, hold on a second. You're telling me that they have left and they're not good for you. They're making poor life decisions, dangerous decisions. Maybe they're involved in drugs and alcohol or gang activity or abusive, and you're trying to bring them back. Well, both parties in that situation need to be educated about emotional intelligence and being able to know on the inside of just you, not somebody else, but where you're at. Like, what are you feeling right now? What is your gut reaction telling you? And are you leaning into your instinct? Or are you using somebody else's reactions and responses as your confirmation or affirmation of your relationship? And I know that sounds kind of confusing, but you have to look within yourself and say, is this what my definition of love should look like? What is wrong here? Is it something within me, or is it this person? Because we do have to look within.
Do we get good examples of good relationships in the media? Do you think?
What a question. I think for the most part we're attracted to drama.
Yes.
There's so many shows out there, reality TV, where it's drama, people are fighting, and we laugh, and we like to record what's going on instead of saying, wow, this is just not good.
Well, listen now, and I say this every time I have you on, that I have enough for more. So this time we're going to actually do 2 segments. So we're going to have to take a break right now, but we'll be right back. And we will be right back.
Become essential at Meridian Community College. Our community is changing, and at MCC, we are built for those who want to serve. Being essential has kept our community going. You can become that here, all at an affordable cost. Whether you dream of helping people through healthcare services or want to transport goods, connecting people with the products they need, we have many unique opportunities to help you find your purpose. Don't wait for change. Be the difference and register today. Become essential at Meridian Community College.
And we are back with the wonderful Galactic Overlord in Training, Sara Smith. Now, I joke with you, and I'm able to joke with you, but we are dead serious, and I know you are dead serious in what you do at the Care Lodge and trying to help as much as possible. And how do we help people know and understand what a good relationship is? And we were just talking about, are there examples in the media of this? Because you say you like drama. Or that people like drama,
I don't.
Excuse me.
I do not like drama.
And the older I get, the less drama I like. Like, no. But how do we show and let young people, and not just young people, but people understand what is a good relationship?
A good relationship is going to be something that feels balanced and it doesn't seem too intense, like too soon, too fast. That's not good relationship health. A balanced relationship is going to be mutual, respectful, treating the other person with dignity, letting them have space to do their own thing apart from their partner. So you can have a life with your partner and you can also have a life with friends and family, and it's balanced. It's not all one or the other. A healthy relationship is where you can maybe disagree on something, but you're not fighting over it. You're not coming to ends and fussing and fighting and not getting along. It's finding a healthy balance of what is helpful for you and for me. It's that win-win-win, that 7 habits stuff that we learned from the Coveys.
Do you find that people follow what they saw their parents do? Like if they grew up in an abusive household where, if a young boy saw his father beating his mother, do you think he might be more prone to that type of behavior?
Well, what I do know from CDC research, they did a 20-year study on adverse childhood experiences, and one of those indicators is alcohol and drug abuse in the home, or witnessing specifically the mother being physically abused by the father. And the more ACE indicators the child experienced before the age of 18, the more likely they are to become a perpetrator of violence. So with women and men, I believe it was between 20 and 30, I might be wrong on that statistic, but 20 to 30% higher chance of becoming an abuser because they witnessed it in the home. But it absolutely does not mean 100% that they will be an abuser. I've known people personally who have come from very, very abusive past where parents were incarcerated or left them, neglected them, and physical abuse was occurring, and they ended up being one of the best parents, or protective parents, most involved parents. So it can swing either way on that pendulum, but if that child has opportunities to have promotive and protective factors to help them build resilience as they age, that is the key indicator to helping them become a thriving adult.
And how do you build resilience as you age?
As you age, you find, and it's hard for the children, so it's on us, community, to see someone and care about them. You don't have to know their whole backstory, but adults involved are becoming involved in mentoring programs, or like Boys and Girls Club, YMCAs, things like that, or just through their churches, having a mentoring relationship with younger people. And it can be older adults with younger adults, college-age students. What they do is you do life together. And you model those positive experiences and coping skills. And when you get upset about something, are you acting out? And are you modeling that behavior? Or are you saying, okay, I need to take a breath, and saying this out loud. I'm really overwhelmed right now. I need to take a breath, and I just need a moment. And then come back and even explaining that. I think generationally, and we've talked about this before, where the older generations were like, pull up your bootstraps, put your big pants on, and keep going. You don't have time to feel, just get through it. Well, the younger generations are learning that that is often toxic to your development. And you're holding that stuff on the inside and it spills out. So the younger generations are learning, hey, I need to talk this out. I need to explain what's going on. So maybe some of the younger, and it's not everyone, y'all, but some of the younger parents are saying, you know what, Mama's stressed out today because I'm just a little nervous about my new job, or I just lost my job and I'm having some anxious thoughts. Label those emotions so that emotional intelligence can be developed in that child. I'm feeling anxious right now. My stomach feels yucky, and then when that child has feelings of tummy problems or headaches, that chronic stress, and they relate that to the parent or guardian or teacher or neighbor, we are aware that, hey, that might be an indicator that something deeper is going on. It's not just me whining or complaining. You're complaining about chronic headaches, chronic stomach issues, stomach being upset. You hurt on the inside. Is everything okay at home?
Right.
Has anything been happening in your life that you want to talk about? Do you feel safe? And explaining that.
I remember, because I raised 4 girls, and oh my gosh, what an interesting, 4 girls and 1 boy. And I remember telling them all the time, I was like, there are 2 things I really wanted. I said, number 1 is I wanted you to be able to support yourself. I wanted you to be able to have a career, maybe not make a huge amount of money, but not where you have to depend on someone else. And the second thing is, I always said, don't look for a knight in shining armor, because they're not out there. And I've seen so many television shows and movies, and it goes both ways, both male and female, where they say, my love will change them.
Oh, no.
And I always told them, I was like, whoever you're with, you look at their worst behavior, can you accept that? Because it's not going to change.
And look at their track record.
Know
their track record.
Because I remember so many of those movies that would be like, oh, it's going to change once we're married, or oh, it's going to, no, it's not. And, you know, so the expectations were so high, you know, that no one could live up to that. Mm-hmm. And so you end up with these relationships that are not what they should be. Mm-hmm. And another thing I always told them is, don't get in a relationship just to be in a relationship.
Yes.
Just because you're lonely or alone. That's not the reason to get with somebody, and especially someone who is not right for you. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to jump on my high horse. I apologize.
No, that's perfect, I think. You really need to give you need to get to know a person, know their family, see how they treat their family.
Yes.
The people, their elders, you know, their
yes.
parents, their grandparents,
yes.
and that's usually
Are they respectful?
Indicator.
Are they,
mm-hmm.
you know, is it a loving, yeah, and how do they treat them? Now listen, every time I say, you know, and we're already out of time again, tell us one more time about the run, the virtual run that you've got going right now.
The run's going on right now, carolodge.com, or call us at 601-482-8719. But students need to get involved in our conference next Friday.
Okay.
We've got a conference. The code is School is Cool 2020, $10 ticket, y'all, and it is going to be thebomb.com. I know that was a throwback phrase, but it will be amazing.
Okay.
Next Friday, 26th annual conference.
What time?
All day long.
All day
virtual.
long.
Hit it from your PJs with a cup of coffee in your hand, and you will learn all sorts of great things about what we're talking about today.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.
Are you searching for something new? Then Meridian Community College is the place for you. With over 52 career and technical pathways, you can move straight into the workforce in 2 years or less. Get hands-on experience in welding and electrical technology, or go digital in graphic design and media production. You'll discover many opportunities for a new career at a fraction of the cost. Reskill now. Become essential at Meridian Community College. Register today at meridiancc.edu.
And we are back, and we have the wonderful Rhonda Smith. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I feel better now since I'm wonderful.
Now, what is your title here at Meridian Community College?
I'm the Adult Education College and Career Navigator.
Okay, and you work in is it the Ralph Young Center for Adult Basic Education
That's
Center?
Exactly right.
Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all, you know, we were just talking because you're one of my favorite people here on campus, and the Adult Basic Education program used to be next door to the Success Center where I work, but a few years ago y'all moved into your wonderful new building, and it is a wonderful new building, but I miss y'all so much.
Well, I know, we miss you too, but we know where to find you.
And I come visit y'all too.
Yes.
But we've got something going on right now that we want to talk about. Now, what's going on?
Well, we're going to be celebrating My Best Week next week.
Okay.
And My Best is a program where we allow our adult education students, those who are without a traditional high school diploma, we allow them to enroll in college credit classes and workforce classes for free.
Excellent.
If they qualify.
Okay.
So next week across the state of Mississippi at all the community colleges, we are celebrating My Best Week, bringing people into the awareness of what My Best is, and just celebrating to let them know that we care about them, that we're here, we're able to support them. And if we have anyone who is interested in joining us at the adult education or who needs a GED, they can come join us for Monday Morning Muffins.
Oh, hey, I might join you for Monday Morning Muffins. Now, My Best stands for Mississippi Integrated Basic Education and Skills Training.
It's a mouthful, but yes, sir.
It is a mouthful, but it is good. So what you're saying is that you will enroll students in certain programs,
Correct.
And they don't have to complete their GED before they get into these programs.
That's exactly right, if they qualify.
Okay, and how do they qualify?
Well, they qualify by being a Mississippi resident. They have to be at least 17 years of age, and they have to be enrolled in our adult education program. And our adult education program, basically everyone knows it as GED, getting a GED. In order to enroll in our program, they have to come to registration. And we register every Friday at 9 a.m. at the Ralph E. Young Building for a GED.
Okay.
Registration is free. Classes are free. If they pass a practice test, we pay for that with a scholarship. And if they are interested in any of the programs, which some of them are career and technical programs or workforce programs, we actually pay their tuition fees. If we have a student right now that's in welding, we buy their welding kit. Anyone in the CNA program, we buy their scrubs, we pay for their licensure exam. I mean, it's a win-win.
It is definitely a win-win. Now, just because we're allowing them to go on and register and get into these programs, as you said before, they still have to complete their GED. Their adult basic education. Am I correct?
Well, technically, it's like high school. They're dually enrolled.
Okay.
If they come in and they qualify while they are earning their GED or high school equivalency, we allow them to enroll in the CTE program.
Okay.
So they could be doing both programs at the same time.
But
And
they
that's the
still
purpose
have to work on their.
They
basic
still have to
adult-
work on trying to earn their GED.
Okay, but everything is paid for.
Everything is paid for if
my.
they qualify.
Oh, okay.
And we have programs, like I say, such as commercial truck driving, 3D CAD. We have medical office technology. We have the welding program, construction trade, computer program. You name it, pharmacy tech, phlebotomy.
Wow.
I mean, and you don't have to do anything but have a willing spirit, come in, get registered for free, nothing out of pocket. You can't beat that with a stick.
Not at all. And like the commercial truck driving is an 8-week program.
8-week
You get
program.
out of that and you have your CDL license and can make $45,000 a year.
Exactly.
my
Making more than
goodness.
us, aren't
I'm
you?
saying.
And they
What's
have to
wrong
even
with
pay
that?
for it. Just come in and get registered. We do an assessment when they first come in just to see where they are in their
Okay.
basic reading, writing, and math skills. That's what the GED prep is about, high school equivalency, just seeing where they are, and we meet them where they are. All the students are unique and individual.
Well, if someone is interested in their high school equivalency and they come and they register, you say you register on Fridays.
Yes.
Okay. So they come and they register. What then is the process?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in order for them to register, they do need to be at least 18. We
Okay.
do see some 16 and 17-year-olds. Of course, we don't promote dropout, but if they have a valid withdrawal form or they have been homeschooled, they need that accreditation by getting that GED.
Okay.
So we can see them. And all they need is an ID. When
Okay.
they come to us, and we give them an assessment, which is computer-based, but it's just multiple choice. They choose answers in reading, writing, and math, so we'll know where to start studying with them to try to earn their GED.
So based on that preliminary test, you know what they need to work on.
That's right.
Where you have teachers there that will work with them.
Exactly.
And you have, if I'm not mistaken, they can do mornings, they can do afternoons, they can do evenings.
That's right. Morning classes are normally 8:30 to 11:30. Afternoon classes 1 to 4. And we do have evening classes 2 nights a week on Monday and Wednesdays from 4:30 to 8:30. Believe it or not, we see a lot of people who are currently employed in the daytime who do not have that traditional high school diploma. So they come up and they're serious about getting that education. And so we have those evening classes for those students.
And the importance of your high school equivalency,
Right.
it cannot be understated.
It
because
cannot
I
be.
think there are certain companies that will not even look at your resume or look at your without having some type of high school equivalency.
That's exactly
Am I
right.
correct? Okay.
That's correct. And a while back you didn't have to have it.
Right.
But now it's very valuable in helping you to find employment for those who want to go on to other college credit programs, someone who may want to go in nursing. They need to have that high school equivalency before they can get in those programs. And it's self-supporting. You'll be able to find a job, become more employable, be able to take care of yourself for the future. So it's a win-win.
And it's self-paced. Am I correct in
That's
that
exactly
too? Because
right.
if you want to do it in a month or 2 months, or if you need to spread it out a little bit further, that's doable as well.
That's correct. We have people that come in and who are ready when
Okay.
they come in
Yes.
and take the assessment, so we don't hold them back. If they're ready to take their high school equivalency, we go ahead on and pay for it. But we do have some people who may struggle in math, but they're ready for reading. So we don't wait. We let them take the assessments. It's 4 parts to the GED: reading, math, social studies, and science. And so
Okay.
we meet them where they are in whatever whatever level they're on, and we start with them there.
Such a great program. And now tell us once more about, very quickly, about My Best and what it does.
Okay, the My Best program is, it helps students who train for a career while they're earning their high school equivalency. And next week, October 19th through the 23rd, we will be celebrating My Best Week. We have Monday morning muffins from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We want them to come join us for that and get more information.
Okay, and do you have any phone numbers or email addresses?
Yes, if they need more information, they can contact me, Rhonda Smith, at 601-484-8645, or they can email me at rsmith20@meridiancc.edu. And of course, they can visit meridiancc.edu and get all the information they need on the adult education and My Best.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank
I'm going to
you
have
for
to come
having
over
me.
there for some muffins.
Come on over there. I'll hold some back for you.
We'll be right back.
With so much uncertainty in our world, we are thankful for the heart and determination of those who have followed their calling in healthcare. They work tirelessly on the front lines every day to make a true difference in our community. At Meridian Community College, we take pride in training these heroes and are grateful for their service in this time of great need. These eagles found their wings at Meridian Community College.
Our students have been out and about, they've been videotaping, they've been learning all kinds of stuff going on campus. Make sure you give them an elbow bump and a good tip.
Hi, I'm Drew Belvin, and today we're going to be doing an interview with Miss Leanne on this year's My College Cares and how it is being affected by COVID-19.
My College Cares this year is going to be a little bit different than in years past. What we've normally done is had a day out of class and all of the groups went together throughout the community and performed community service. Due to COVID-19, we're going to be doing things a little bit different. We started on August the 17th, the first day of classes, where each student would pick their own service, any 5 hours of service that they chose to do, as long as it was voluntary, it would help someone, and it was verified. So we've had several different, a variety of different things that people have volunteered to do. From helping the elderly to working in flower beds for churches and community centers and different things like that. 3 areas that we offered as a way to earn their service was to get some blood donations. That counted for 2 hours of service, 2 of your 5. You could bring 3 items to the MCC food pantry, and that would count as 1 hour with a maximum of 3 hours. And we also have random acts of kindness homeless packages for a service option that they can do. They can make 3 packages for a total of 3 hours. So we've had a really, really great response for that. We've had close to 50 already homeless packages and 3 overflowing carts of food for the food pantry, and probably 50 or 60 blood donations. So our students, even though we're not able to get as close together, they're still involved.
We certainly thank Miss Leanne for all the information, and this is Drew Belvin signing out.
On behalf of executive producer Matt Milner, media consultant Josh Taylor, and our student producers Ty Burridge and Luke Yelverton, thank you for watching MCC Today. Hope you learned something. See you later.